Good morning, YouTubers. Gotta make my dump run today. On July the 5th, I made a video about propagating hydrangeas, and today's results of that video on July the 5th. See my link down below. Some time ago, I took some hydrangea cuttings, put them in a plastic container out here in the back, and this morning I pulled them out, and some of them I've had pretty good success with. And I put them out here put most of them out there. I'll show you them in a minute. I brought this one up on the porch, and I don't know if it's going to stay alive or not, but it's definitely alive now, and it's got some pretty good roots. I pulled it out of the pot, put it in a bigger pot. They were starting to get a little bit of rot on them from being in that too much moisture in that plastic thing. If they don't make it, at least I can say I tried. But it looks like I'm gonna do pretty good. See them yellow bushes out there by the bird bath? I took 2 cuttings off of them, or was it 3? And they're rooted pretty good. They might wilt since I took them out of that plastic containers. I tried 2 rose bush clippings. They didn't take it all. These purple hearts came from my neighbor, and they're rooting really good too. I got 1, 2, 3 hydrangeas right there. This hydrangea, I took out the one out in the front yard, and this is the only one that's looking bad. I'm hoping it'll make it too. But it looks like I'll probably make it on some of these bushes. And I got a flower that I didn't have before. If I can get them through the winter, I'll plant them out here in the yard next year. If not, it was just a failed effort, but I think it's going to work. Being Saturday, got to get this trash out of the house. Well, it's been a hot one this week. I had to stop here by the mailbox for 5 minutes and walk around out here picking up the trash that nasty people threw out when they drove by. Why are human beings like that? This little dump run, go home and get back in front of the TV and watch the Braves play the Dodgers today. They lost yesterday. I got high hopes that maybe they'll do better today. But win or lose, I enjoy watching their games, and they've been doing pretty good this year. I was trying to think of a story to share with you today. Mike McCoy was talking a little bit about snakes today. I've made several videos regarding snakes. He talked about seeing black racers, and they will scare the tar out of you. I don't care if you're a snake expert, they'll scare you. When I was a kid down in South Georgia, there was lots of them. I mean, you couldn't go out near the woods without having half a dozen of them go squirting by, and you're never expecting it when they come by. And you talking about a rustling through the grass and going 90 miles an hour, a black racer can do it. And you ain't got no blood in your veins if you don't jump when you hear that noise. It's like you ever been in the woods? Now this is something rare around here. We come up on a covey of quail. I'll tell you what, your heart will come right up into your stomach. It takes a minute to realize what that noise is. And by that time, if it's a snake or something, you done been bit. But the reason I say that's a rarity, I haven't seen a quail around here in 20 years. I don't know why there are not any around here. They used to be. Down South Georgia, you could always hear that bob white call. I don't see any dove around here. I mean, not dove, quail. We got plenty of doves. Talking about rarities around here. Another thing I don't see around here that I used to see when I was a kid up in Aiken, South Carolina, and places like that is hickory nut, hickory trees. There is no hickory trees around here that I know of. I guess you gotta be at a higher altitude. The other day I was up on Kennesaw Mountain with my grandson. Saw a hickory tree up there. I know it was a hickory tree because underneath it was a whole lot of old hickory nuts. Talking about hickory nuts, I don't know if any of you know what hickory nut is, but it's hard as a chunk of wood and probably twice as big as an acorn. And the meat in a hickory nut tastes pretty darn good, but you got to have a hammer to smash it with to get the pieces of nut out of there to eat them. If you ain't never had no hickory nuts, you ought to try them. But anyhow, we had a good time up there on Kennesaw Mountain, and I did a whole lot more walking than I've done in ages, and about overdid myself. It was a pleasant little trip. If I go back up there, well, not if I go back up there, when I go back up there, I might go back up there again to that little trail and just take my time and walk a little bit at a time till I get up there instead of trying to walk all the way up at once. You gotta be in pretty good shape to get up that hill. And just maybe sit down on a rock and have a picnic lunch up there and reminisce about days in the past when my parents lived up in the mountains. Mountains is a beautiful place. And there's no comparison when it comes to the view and the entire atmosphere, the climate, the trees in the fall, the change of the leaves. Back when I used to go deer hunting up in North Georgia in the Blue Ridge Mountains, I developed a lot of nostalgic memories. I used to take my stepmother out for a drive in the mountains. She just wanted to drive around. We'd drive for miles so she could see the view. Last time I brought her home from the hospital, she was home about, I don't know, a month or two before she had to go back in the hospital, and she never left there after that. She ended her days there. She died on Christmas Day. Anyway, on the last time I brought her home from the hospital, she said, I want to go through the mountains. We were going from Gainesville, Georgia to the Blue Ridge. So I took Highway 60 right through the mountains. And even though she was feeling right poorly, was like in a different world when it brought her down through them mountains. She was like coming home. And I was kind of glad I did. I was afraid she'd overdo it, all that scenery and seeing what was going on. But she seemed to enjoy it and told me thank you. I think she knew at that time it's probably the last time she'd see the mountains with a clear head. I don't want to dwell on that. Anyhow, it's been a hot one, folks, and I hope most of you are dealing with it without getting out there and getting overheated. This is Pwalpar saying y'all have a good day.